Deep in the heart of the village, where shadows linger long after sunset, stands the Whispering House, a place where legends come to breathe. The villagers speak of it in hushed tones, warning that those who enter never truly return. But 19-year-old Ravi only saw an old, decaying building. At the local tea stall, the air was thick with skepticism. Ravi laughed, his youthful arrogance clashing with the heavy atmosphere of the village. The old tea seller leaned in, his eyes grave. "The house doesn't just take your life, boy," he whispered. "It takes your soul." Dismissing the warning as old man's superstition, Ravi set off. The night was cold, the moon hidden behind a shroud of thick, moving clouds. As he reached the gates, the wind died down. The silence was absolute, broken only by the crunch of his boots on the dead leaves. The heavy wooden door yielded with a groan that sounded like a long-forgotten sigh. Inside, the darkness felt heavy, like a physical weight. Strange taps echoed from the floorboards above. Then came the whispers, soft, rhythmic, and impossible to locate. They seemed to come from the walls themselves. He climbed the groaning staircase, each step a challenge to his dwindling courage. On the second floor, a single door stood slightly open. In the center of the room, an old rocking chair swayed back and forth, though there was no breeze to move it. Ravi's flashlight beam hit a dusty mirror. At first, he saw only his own terrified reflection. Then a figure appeared behind him. A woman in a torn white dress, her eyes hollow pits of despair, leaned toward his ear. "Why did you come?" she hissed. Panic seized him. Ravi turned and ran, but the hallways seemed to stretch, twisting into a labyrinth that had no exit. Suddenly, the floor beneath him gave way. He fell into a bottomless darkness, his scream swallowed by the ancient house. He woke up to the warm touch of the morning sun. The village looked peaceful, the nightmare of the night before fading like a bad dream. He headed back to the tea stall, eager to tell his friends he had survived. But as he approached, their laughter died instantly. The old tea seller didn't speak. He simply pointed to a newspaper lying on the table. Ravi's own face stared back at him. The date was from 3 days ago. Ravi realized the chilling truth: he never left the house. He was just another echo in its halls. Behind him, the ghostly woman appeared once more, her hand resting on his shoulder. "You are ours now," she whispered. Back at the overgrown road, the door of the Whispering House swung shut, locking away its newest secret forever.